the mother helps the child grow up. Growth and success. Hello. Greetings, I am Hyusa. Greetings from the Forge of Fate. Now I will tell you about the date, July 23, 2023. The date 23 can be considered from several aspects. We see three prime numbers, 2, 3, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. The sum of the previous two digits. 2 represents the feminine principle. Softness, earth, perception, and understanding. The symbol is the moon. The number is a mutual overflow of opposites. It requires balance and contrast. Periodic action, like day and night. It gives us a sense of duty. The mother woman is the basis of a new life, and she supports this life until she is ready for independent activity. Therefore, the mother is passive, understanding, intuitive, embracing, and giving birth. The number 3 is the personification of the Trinity. If we assume that 1 is the man and 2 is the woman mother, then 3 is the child. The love between the mother and the father gives birth to the child. 3 is a product of love. The child is the new life. Like any child, he is naughty, disobedient, impulsive, inquisitive, and experimental. A child does not foresee the future because it has no basis for it, it is a blank book. 3 is a risky character, an experimenter, and a creator of something new. This leads to the thought that the day will provide an opportunity for creativity, experiments, and learning new things. Socially active. The sum of 2 and 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. The number 5 is characterized by freedom, travel, and new adventures. It lacks stability. The number 5 symbolizes a new beginning, change, movement, and close connection with nature. It is a symbol of change in all areas. Creativity, recklessness, and the absence of canonical boundaries and not perceiving limitations. Description of the date 23 as the date of the month. The person influenced by the number 23 is contradictory, active, receptive, experimental, and spoiled. Contemplative and non-receptive. For a month, we see two numbers, 0 and 7. 0 is a possibility associated with 7. 7 are analysis, self-improvement, and monitoring. A person influenced by 7 is independent but takes into account the environment, revealing the invisible connections and attitudes. Luck is available. The divine is felt and blessed. There is help from angels. Providence is with him. For a year, we see the numbers 2, 0, 2, and 3, and the sum of the numbers is 7. The numbers 2, 3, 7, and 23 are repeated again. In this case, the influence of these three numbers is repeated. As a result of this, we can calculate the primary number. 2 plus 3 plus 0 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 19. The base number is 1, which is reinforced by the numbers 9 and 0. 1 is the Father. The power, the guide, the judge, sometimes it can be a god. The leader who sets the rules and has the power to enforce them. 0 is reinforcing unity. 9 is the end of the cycle, the symbol of universal success. End of the cycle and drawing conclusions from the 9 periods. Completion of the undertaking. Harvesting made and grown in previous periods reaching perfection. And so, date, July 23, 2023. It is arranged by day, month, and year. Over an increasing period. We see a picture of a mother raising her child. The mother is devoted, intuitive, understanding, and supportive. The mother is doing her best to raise a strong child. The mother's self-sacrifice leads to the child's success. The child is spoiled and reckless. It gradually perfects itself. The child is the bearer of the freedom expressed in the number 5. The child is the bearer of new ideas and understandings. This means that it violates strict orders and rules. Boundlessness is characteristic of a young organism that has not faced the vicissitudes of fate. We see the number 7. The child improves and reveals the laws of nature. It becomes independent and self-sufficient. The mother is not the one whose shoulder you can always lean on. It is the mother who teaches the child that there is no need to lean on someone else's shoulder. The mother gives freedom to her child and does not obsess over him. Teach him to think independently and draw conclusions independently. Repetition leads to success. And so the child goes all the way through growth, completing the cycle. We see the number 9, the end of the cycle and success. Thus, the child must learn the laws and limits of nature and society. The father, which is the main number 1, shows the boundaries, the rules, and the laws. What is right and what is wrong punishes if the prohibition or the law is violated. It makes the world in which the child lives safe. As long as the child respects the boundaries and rules shown to him. The mother, with her boundless love for the child, can show no limits. The mother is infinitely devoted. She is contradictory and is ready to break the law for the good of her child. She cannot show by example how to obey the law. Therefore, it is the father's task. Eventually, the child learns all the skills given by both parents and becomes a full-fledged, independent-minded citizen of society. This is the opportunity that this day gives. It grows its offspring in the form of a building, a picture, a machine, or a theory. A new product is being created. This product is revolutionary. It goes beyond what is expected. This product is the result of observation, refinement, and accurate conclusions. Once completed and tested, this product will become the new benchmark in its field. And so the date of July 23, 2023, is a period to support something new that has already been created. You will have the opportunity to support the growth of your new venture. This venture was created recently and is still small and young. You will be successful if you give it the freedom to develop. Observe and draw conclusions. Once your venture has grown and the development cycle is complete, you will achieve success. You will have the skills, knowledge, and sense to create a new and better product. And so begins a new cycle. Life is an ever-repeating cycle. You will be able to learn to move from cycle to cycle continuously. That is, you will learn to live. Great success. This was from me, Hirsa Mori. I wish you life and health.